Welcome back. In this particular session, we will be talking about pointer to function. In the last session, we have discussed about pointer to array. So here in this session of pointer to the function of the part one, we will be discussing about call by reference. Okay. So during the discussion of the function, we have said that in the function we can pass some arguments. So in a function, we can pass arguments using two type, right? So we know that two type. One is call by value, okay, call by value, and another is call by reference, okay, right? So in call by value we know that we are just passing the values, okay, but in a call by reference we will be passing the address of that particular the variable, okay, and then whatever it is required we will be doing the changes on that particular variable, and you will see that what changes that will made in the variable will be reflected back to the calling function. But that is not case in the call by value. Call by value only we are passing the values, okay. So any change, anything of modification that we do will be inside the function only, that you have seen during the session of the call by value itself. But in a call by reference, whatever changes we will be making, it will be reflected back, okay. So what does I mean by that? Let us take an example in order to take this. So we'll take is swapping of two variables, okay, swapping of two variables, okay, right? So let us declare one function which is, we will don't return type void as wat swap swap var, okay, and I said it will have to, argument itself, okay. So how will you going to do it? Okay, we said, and since we are passing addresses, okay, so that means we have to declare pointers. So we'll talk two pointers, say, one is now, sorry, okay, let me say this is num1, let me say this is num2, okay, right? Yes. So in the main so similarly in the definition I will write void, as the wat swap underscore var, and then that int star num1 comma int star num2, okay, right? Close bracket again. Why we are using pointers here, okay? Since by in the meaning of call by reference, what we are doing, we will be passing the address of the variable, and we know by what is a pointer. Pointer is one which stores what, stores the address of a variable, okay, right? Yes. So since we are passing the address, okay, during the function call that I will show you, okay. So because of that reason, what will happen is that, okay, we have the pointer. So the function call will look like this: swap underscore var, okay. Since we are passing, so it will be ampersand num1 comma ampersand num2. Yes. So in a call all by reference, what we are doing is that we are using pointers. Why we are using pointers? Because when we are passing the address. Okay, we are not passing the value. By reference means we are passing the address. So we are here, we are passing the address. So address should be stored in where? So we should have a pointer. So I declare a pointer, a num1 pointer, okay, and I declare another pointer which is the num2 pointer. Okay, right? And then I will going to swap the variable. So let me do one thing. Now let us consider two variable, and in num1 equal to suppose say 10, okay, and in num2 I'm not taking for the user, just making it very hard coded itself, okay, right? Let me, then I write printf, okay, the value of num1 is percentage d, and value of num2 is percentage d, okay, then comma num1 and comma num2, okay, right? Yes. Then I call this function, okay. So I'm passing, I'm is a call by, it's called by reference, okay, okay, is called by reference, and then again I will be printing the same. Okay, yes, I will be printing the same, right? Okay, let me save it. Okay, fine. Now here, now I let us be one another temporary variable tmp. Okay, so I will write here, since I will be swapping, so I will write star, because we are swapping the values, not the address. So okay, star, I will store the value of num1 in this particular okay. So I create one pointer temp. Okay, and then what I said, right, star of temp equal to I write star num1. Okay, and then I write star num1 equal to star num2. Okay, and then I write star of num2 equal to star of num1. Okay, yes, right. So I create a temporary variable. Yes, okay, right. So then I just pull the content into that. Now that means temp is pointing to pointing that means we are storing this particular whatever value it is there in this particular using this temp variable, and then storing num2 into num1. Okay, and num1 into num2. Okay, let me see now, let me execute it. Okay, so I have not put the semicolon, so save it, then I execute it. Okay, so let me put this as slash n. Okay, again I save it, and let me see what is that. Oh, so okay, so something mistake I have done here. Okay, can anybody tell me what exactly the mistake is? Okay, so once we again execute it, we got this value, something mistake. So the thing is, do you require this pointer? We don't require, because what exactly we are doing, we are trying to change the content. Okay, so let me put it simple. Okay, like this, in value. Okay, and here also it is tab. Okay, right. uh, okay, fine. Okay, so now let me see. Okay, let me save it, and let me execute it. Okay, again it is coming num1 equal to 10, num2 equal to any change. Oh, sorry, what I have done here is that I'm sending again, so it should be num2. Okay, num2. Okay, I save it. Okay, let me execute it. Got it. See, inside this function only. So num1 is 10, num2 is 20, num1 is 20, num2 is 10 itself. Okay. Let me summarize again. So if you really if it is call by value, means we are passing nothing but the address. Okay. So I'm giving an example of swapping of two values. So I pass the address. So address has to be stored into the pointers. That is two pointers. Okay. Now initial I was reading a pointer itself. I don't require that, because I can easily access the content, okay, of num1 and num2 using this pointer star num1. So I have put star num1, and I can put the content into a temporary variable temp. Okay, then I store the content of num2 into num1. Okay, and num2 I store the value of temp, which is nothing but the num1. Okay, right. And since we are executing with the pointer, that means I will show you just like this. So let me see, this is okay. Go down. So let me say this is 10. Okay, and this is 20. Okay, and this is the num1. Okay, and this is num2. Okay, now when I have written like this, okay, let me give some space. Okay, so that it will be. Now when I'm writing like this, okay, I'm saying that I create a pointer num1. Okay, I create a pointer num1. Okay, and this is storing nothing but this is pointing to whom? Okay, this is pointing to 10. Okay, similarly I have created another pointer, which is okay, inside the function, right, which is inside the function, which is num2, right? So it is pointing to whom? It is pointing to 20, right? Okay, so star num1 means this num1 pointer actually is pointing to the value of 10. So when I write star num2, whatever changes I write, right, star num1 equal num2, star num1 means this is 10. Okay, we are talking about 10, so 10 will be replaced by 20. Okay, right? And since we are storing somewhere a temp value, okay, there is a variable temp. Okay, so we have the value 10 of, that is the value of num1, right? Okay, temp value is there. Okay, and then what we have written is star num2 equal to num to 10. So now we have this value is equal to 10, right? Now variable value is equal to 10. So that's how it has been changed. Okay, right? So the call pointer to the function call by reference is that we are actually passing the address during the function call. Okay, and since we're passing the function, it has to be done in the pointer. Now, difference between call by value and call by reference is that whatever changes we do inside the function is not reflected into the calling function in the call by value. But here we have seen that whatever changes we have done has been reflected, because here you are not passing the value, we are passing the address. Okay, and then it can be stored in a pointer, and using the pointer we can easily access the particular content of that particular variable and can easily change from the function itself.